why do I use the Sophia Loren movie, the one with the Filipino allies who come up and rape her? One point when I was being, I was just receiving all of the sound waves constantly. You can tell when certain groups of people go on holidays. It's that bad here. If anybody else had it happening to them who had the ability to check records and see who traveled at certain times and why the static was worse, or who was cutting an album, or who was, just sitting around without anything to do because they had more time on their hands, or, nobody was taking them out and keeping them busy. You know how years ago they used to give witches things to do with their hands and to keep their minds, occupied on, levitating or something so they wouldn't be doing something else. But I mean, spirits like that are probably multiplied. Again, the boys from Brazil, the cloning. Spirits like that probably have someone else sit at their body who's, sub-witches, part witches, and they go off and do what they want to do for themselves. But honestly, they're just that wrapped up in other people's lives. But what the Filipino was that's what showed up when I looked at that movie. But for years, and I in that area, the region where the Philippines is, I believe the Philippines themselves, they have the Khmer Rouge. And they arrested a whole bunch of those there the other year. I mean, they moved them all over the world and give them nice little places to live in different countries. I mean, they could be as far as sea as Argentina, or Russia or Georgia, or South American countries, or Asia, other Asian countries, Australia. They were just severe. They were horrible to women and children and men alike. Just brutal. And so if that mindset had trained people, or if that was the mindset, the communist mindset, the man, when, salute no man, salute God, but if a group of people salute a man and listen to a man, or if a man gets at their head and they don't realize it, or they just get used to giving into it because it just makes their life mundane but easy, still dangerous, but at least they're doing what he wants. When they go forth the way we go forth for God, they go forth as the Khmer Rouge. So everywhere that they appear, the people who were led by those people and believe their philosophy, whether they commit the actual atrocities and the actual crimes, they not unlikely project it to a degree. And if they remember, when you remember being at home, or you go up to heaven and come back down if you're a Christian, so you don't take anyone with you and you're cleaned at the gate of heaven. But if they are going across the way communist and Nazi go with memories and just carrying the whole wave of sound and light back to where they were, they take you to other places and other situations with them. And so if you're with them there, you may be with them right in front of the Khmer Rouge somewhere. These are just the things that you really have to acknowledge, because space and time travel does exist. And sound and light wave travel do exist also. And the body is a reflection of light, or an absence of light. And the body either is connected to heaven, and you can see that when you're singing certain carols and certain songs, you go up to heaven to sing it, or it's just something that's held down, a projection that's held down under a level, under a ceiling, under a hand, under a head, which is just a hologram. It's just a presentation that shows up, does what it's doing, and affects what it's affecting, and carries on.